Hello Capricorn, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. All right, this is your 2020 forecast. Now, before I get straight into it, one of your main themes is the Fool. You are taking a big risk, a big step, a big leap when it comes to faith, okay? A big leap of faith, all right? So if you want to learn more, definitely stick around, okay? You can also check the timestamps in the pinned comment below to get straight to my general introduction, and each particular month has a timestamp as well, okay? But first, I just want to remind those of you watching, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. It really helps me out a lot. Comment below. I love reading your comments so much, and they really, really do mean a lot to me, okay? So just to explain how I do my 2020 forecasts, okay? So first off, I pull 3 cards from 3 different decks for the main theme, and then I pull 3 cards from the same 3 decks for each particular month, all right? So what I do for what's happening on the surface, okay, the more action-oriented card is for my Tarot of the Cat deck, and then what's happening beneath the surface, we have got the Thoth deck, and last but definitely not least, your advice card is from my Mystic Mondays deck. All right, so your main theme of 2020, before I get into each particular month, is we have got the Fool. You are taking a leap of faith. You are taking a risk. What's happening beneath the surface, we've got luxury, the 4 of Cups. Please be careful when it comes to taking this risk, because it might not necessarily be for the best of intentions. Capricorn, I'm sorry, this just seems so unlike you, to be honest. You tend to be quite steadfast and methodical and very sensible, but it seems that whatever risk you are taking, it might not necessarily be for the best reasons. It might not be thought out of. It might be more on the impulsive side rather than on the intuitive side, okay? But you know what? At the end of the day, your main advice card is the Sun, right? So whatever risk that you need, or any decision that you're going to make, it really needs to be thinking about is this going to help me grow? Is this going to bring me happiness and joy in my life? Is this going to make me feel free? Is it going to make me feel hopeful, like life is worth living, okay? So the Sun is reminding you to think about what will help you with your growth mainly, and just to have the good life, because I think, maybe I'm projecting, but I think we all want the good life, all right? I know I do. Okay, so first off, before I get into what's happening with the cards in January, on the 12th of January, Saturn is conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn, so you're really going to want to focus on your career goals and increase your efficiency. Also in January, on the 10th, there is a moon eclipse in Cancer. There might be some tension in a relationship, friendship, or a lover, or with a family member, and I definitely see that in the cards. I'll let you know exactly right now. So in January, this is what's happening on the surface, but don't worry, because what's beneath the surface is good, okay? We have got the 5 of Cups, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, okay? There is disagreement, there is tension in a relationship, whether it's normally a close connection with a family member, a friend, or a partner, or a lover, okay? Not seeing eye to eye, both feeling like you have lost, okay? Focused on your individual suffering rather than looking at how this situation is affecting the other person, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that there's a breakup, but there's definitely difficulty or maybe a big argument, all right? At the end of the day, this is what's happening beneath the surface, and this is amazing. We have got the Sun, okay? So even though on the surface things aren't going well, this is actually, I think, maybe a really important disagreement to have for you to actually feel fulfilled, to feel that joy, to feel that growth, inspiration, and just to love life, okay? So on the surface, it might seem like a horrible thing, but it's actually important. So if this is a breakup, okay, for some of you it is, for some of you it isn't, or a loss of friendship, whatever, if it is the actual end of a relationship for some of you, then it's actually what's going to lead you to a better connection that's going to be more long lasting and make you feel that amazing joy, okay? And if it is an argument but you stay together, it's what's really going to solidify and allow you to in the future celebrate life together, side by side, with so much joy, okay? Sometimes we need to go through suffering and loss to really appreciate and love life and celebrate life, okay? Your advice, however, for January is the King of Cups. Okay, again, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, right? So the King of Cups is telling you to be emotionally intelligent, right? to not just make decisions completely based on your emotion, but to balance that with intelligence. So use your wisdom and all of the information, everything you've learned from all of your different relationships, okay? Be loving, be kind, but you also need to be kind to yourself. But this is mainly emotional balance, emotional stability, and emotional intelligence. So you want to make any decisions in January based on that self-love, okay? But also love of the other person as well, right? Now, in February, I see that there is a supermoon on the 9th in Leo. So that could be big changes, letting go of the old. Very good time to rest and recuperate. What I see happening on the surface and in February is we have got the 4 of Cups, okay? And this is a result of whether this was a breakup or a disagreement, you're still reeling from it in February, okay? So again, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, okay? So you're feeling regret. You're really feeling like, how the hell did I get to this point in my life? You're feeling like you just want to give up. And also, this is what's happening beneath the surface. This is your main theme. We also have the 4 of Cups, luxury, okay? So this is really thinking like, was I doing this for the right reasons? You know, whether it was if you were in a particular relationship, whether it's a lover or a friend, did you do it for the right reasons? Or was it more for superficial reasons, for example, okay? And look, it's not going to be fun, right? Underneath the surface, we've got the Hanged Man. You're suffering. It sucks, okay? It sucks to feel like you're stuck. You feel like there's nowhere that you can go, that there's nothing that you can do, and that you're just stuck, and maybe a part of you feels like you're going to be this way forever. You won't, by the way. But yeah, you feel like maybe you've sacrificed so much, and was it worth it, okay? I'm sorry, like things get better. By the way, the beginning of the year is tough, but it ends off so amazing. So definitely stick around until the end, because by October especially, things are really just like extremely positive, okay? So this is your advice for February. We've got the 9 of Cups, okay? Again, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence. The 9 of Cups is telling you to, you know, that there is a lot of love around you, and that you might want to just focus on a bit of gratitude. Do things that are, you know, loving, and just to keep that open heart, right? So I would say definitely start a gratitude journal. And yeah, you definitely, so that you can focus on the love that you have in your life, the things that are going well, and it will make you feel a lot more positive. Also, you might want to make a wish. This is often known as the wish card in many decks. So yes, February, you're going to be feeling down, and you're going to be feeling the dumps, you're going to be feeling stuck. That is the time to really think about what your deepest desires are in your heart and make a big wish, because you just send that message out to the universe with your heart, okay? Because it will be received extremely powerfully in February. In March, on the 22nd, Saturn goes into Aquarius. You're really going to want to start focusing for your future, clarifying your goals, and I super see that with you in the cards, okay? You tend to be a really good sign at doing that. On the 9th of March, there's a supermoon in Virgo, so there might be some drama, power struggles, gossip in your social circle. I would just deal with it in the best way that you can, okay? What's happening on the surface with March? In March, we've got the 2 of Pentacles. This is most likely you, but it could be another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You have a choice to make. You have a direction that you can go in your life. Both options are good, okay? That's why it's hard to make this choice, okay? And it's to do with career, finances, you know, training for a particular job. It could be like different opportunities in work. It could be a new home where you want to move to. But anyways, there's some sort of choice directly related to, you know, your physical existence in the material world, all right? What's happening beneath the surface, you are thinking about, we have got the 4 of Discs, power. So you are going to be thinking about, how is this going to build a foundation for me for my future? Stability. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you want to invest in property. I think that you're really thinking about, you know, where do you want to build the rest of your life, okay? And that's mainly what's going to drive you making this decision. Your advice for March is, we have got the King of Pentacles. It is all Pentacles in March, okay? So that is you, Earth sign, all right? But it's definitely like, where are you going to be on this planet? What work are you going to have? Things like that. The King of Pentacles is telling you to use your intelligence when it comes to being sensible and practical, intelligence with money and business and maths and all of those things. And you really need to use that wisdom and that earthly sensibility, practical knowledge to make this decision, okay? And I think you're definitely going to make the right decision, and I'll let you know in a minute. But first, on the 8th of April, there's a super moon in Libra. There might be some old baggage being stirred up in regards to family and home and things like that. Saturn is still in Aquarius, so you're still organizing for your future. And I absolutely see that because on the surface in April, we have got the Queen of Pentacles. And look, your advice card for the month prior was the King of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is really good at making people feel at home, very good with money. They're not frivolous with it. You know, but they can be generous. It's just that they're generous in an intelligent way. They're not just going to give their money away to someone who doesn't deserve it, right? So this is you just in your absolute power, feeling grounded, feeling stable, very, very good businesswoman, okay? And the reason why you've been able to get to this point is because of the ending of something, all right? We have got the Death card. Also, the Death card might be a Scorpio influence, okay? Something had to end for you to completely come fully into yourself, into your power, to have that intelligent business know-how and savvy, okay? And this is your advice, right? It wasn't easy to get here, but your advice is the 5 of Pentacles, okay? Again, this is most likely you, but it could be another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo influence, okay? So the 5 of Pentacles is telling you that you really need to reflect on the past, on the law, there might be so with this Death card, there was a loss, there was an ending, okay? The 5 of Pentacles is telling you to reflect on that, and also how it might be connected to childhood pain, and not to just ignore things and positively move forward. I mean, you can do that and reflect. Think about what the deeper meaning of this is and where you want to be in your life, okay? Don't keep yourself stuck in misery from this, whatever this ending is, right? But don't ignore it. Okay, in May, on the 13th of May, Venus goes retrograde in Gemini, so there might be a bit of difficulty with relationships for the time being, at least until the 25th of June. So I kind of potentially see that. It really depends. These are general readings. On the 7th of May, there is a super moon in Scorpio. So if you are feeling upset, you really need to intellectually handle your emotions. I'm not saying to repress them. You might want to get them out by journaling, right? But you actually in May, it's really suggested that if you're upset, don't communicate from a place of upset. You need to actually just use your head, let your head handle this one, okay? All right, so that's the main astrological activity I see in May. What I see with the cards is, on the surface, we have got the Chariot. This might possibly be a Cancer influence. This might also be a physical move. This also could be just success, warrior energy, moving forward. So it's like either literally actually moving or going on a trip or something like that, but it also could be moving forward with a new, powerful, strong attitude, with a victory mentality, okay? Now, what I see happening beneath the surface, this is super interesting to me. We have got, beneath the surface, we have got the 2 of Cups, love, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence. Is it this person in January and February that you were having difficulty with? We had lots of cups then. But essentially, I feel like you are moving forward in a positive direction when it comes to actual romantic relationships or just having positive, healthy friendships and deep connections, okay? You might be actually moving to be with someone physically, okay? So that you can have that loving connection, okay? And you're moving and you're being very direct. Or it's possible that someone, possibly a Cancer, is moving into your life towards you so that you can have that loving connection. I mean, you do have it, but it's really to reinforce it, okay? And this is a super positive card, by the way, when it comes to that. Very fresh. And this is what your advice card is for May. We've got the Ace of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. The Ace of Wands is telling you in May, go for it, okay? Whatever inspiration you have, go for it. You've got so much hope and potential. If you feel intuitively that you need to do something, do it. That's what the Ace of Wands is telling you. You've got, you know, so much opportunity in front of you, okay? And that does line up a little bit with the Fool when you just go for it, okay? And I just got in my head, be a fool for love. All right, so in June, that's when on the 25th, the Venus retrograde in Gemini ends. So maybe wait until July to wait for better communication in relationships. On the 5th of June, there is a moon eclipse in Sagittarius, so there might also be a little bit of trouble around that time in relationships, maybe with money, but you're normally quite good with money. But there also, even if there isn't direct difficulty in your life, there will be a little bit, I see that, sorry. But there might also be in the world around you, there might be, you might hear of new wars that have started, natural disasters, things like that. On the 21st of June, there is an annular solar eclipse in Cancer, so anything undone from the past is going to come up, especially in regards to divine connection, spirituality. There might be a major life event, things, old news, old things coming back into your life. And when that happens, just remember that it's not like it was never there. It was always there, but it's now coming up because you're ready. You're mature enough to be able to deal with it, okay? So it's actually a good thing because you've spiritually progressed so much that you're ready to shed that layer that was always there. So what I see happening on the surface in June is we have got the 5 of Pentacles, and that was your advice card for April. So whatever happened in April, that might be coming up again for you in June, but there is a loss, there is disappointment, right? This is most likely you, but it could be another Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo influence, all right? There is a feeling like all hope is lost. Like, what's the point of this? Why have I tried so hard with this? But you're feeling so down that you don't see that there is new inspiration, there is new hope, there is new opportunity. Ooh, this is so cool. Okay, I'm just looking at the other cards. I'll show you in a second. So you're going to feel down in the dumps, and I'm sorry, might have to do with something that ended in April. This is what is happening beneath the surface. We have got the 3 of Cups, abundance, joy. So yes, you're going to be feeling down, but there is so much love within you. There are so many people that love you. You also might want to go out and celebrate. Don't stay at home. You might want to be tempted to stay at home. Go out, hang out with friends, hang out with family. You get an invitation to go to a party or an event or something, go to it, okay? This is also really good for health as well. Yeah, so just know that even though you're feeling down in the dumps, like, you do have a lot of love in your life, and you need to go out and celebrate it more. This is your advice card, and I love it. We have got the World. Look at this, that hope, that inspiration that you don't see. Look, it's really, really similar shape to the World here. So this is something in your life that you've had to complete. It's like the final missing piece. You may not see it on the surface, but underneath the surface, like, it's really, really positive, okay? So remember, you do have the World at your fingertips, okay? Also in May, we had the Chariot, right? So this also might be like, keep traveling, right? If you did end up traveling in May, or if someone else traveled. So just know that, you know, this is a chapter of your life that is closing, onwards and upwards, and you have support, okay? So June, definitely tough on the surface, but really, really positive beneath the surface. And I definitely see that coming forth later in the year for you on the surface, like extremely positive at the end of the year. Okay, what I see happening in July, on the 1st of July, Saturn is no longer on Aquarius, so hopefully you finish clarifying your goals when it comes to determining your orientation for your future. On the 5th of July, there is a moon eclipse in Capricorn, potentially big emotional release, especially for you. Intense relationship issues, I definitely see that, unfortunately, but you really need to focus on yourself, find that emotional balance. And this is really interesting. On the surface, we have got the 3 of Swords, okay? So possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence, all right? So you and someone else, sometimes this can be like 2 people super close to in your life, and their argument is negatively affecting you, okay? But most often, there is a massive disagreement with someone else that you formerly got on well with. This could be a family member, this could be a friend, this could be a partner, but you are not seeing eye to eye to one another. There is not positive communication at all. If there is any communication, it's hostile, potentially overtly hostile, but more likely at least passive aggressive, just ready to get back at each other's throats at any point. There might have been a betrayal. Sometimes if it is in a relationship, someone might have cheated on you. It might have, I don't know, is it this person in May that you met or who came back into your life in May? Like, did they create a disappointment and in June that in July you're just really pissed off about it, and rightly so. So yeah, this sucks, okay? But yeah, super important relationship, or used to be important, really not getting on well with this other person. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a lover, okay? But this is amazing. This is what's happening beneath the surface, okay? We have got the Star, all right? And you had the World before as well. In June and in May, you had the Ace of Wands. You've got like, and then you've got the Sun as your main advice card. These are like two of the best cards in the deck. You had the Sun in January, so like, yes, there are some ups and downs, but the ups are really good, okay? So the Star is telling me, this is what's happening beneath the surface, right? I feel like maybe that you learned some information about this person potentially in June, right? You might have started your investigating in May, but this is like new awareness. This is like a new birth, illumination, just really feeling like the best part of you is shining forth even in the really dark times, okay? This is like a rebirth, okay? Very, 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 very positive. All right, so it's actually this difficulty that is making you like come to this new light, this new information, right? And this is your advice card. I actually find this really interesting, being your advice card for July. So the Five of Swords is actually our advice card, right? And Swords, oh, by the way, the Star might be an Aquarius influence, and then the Swords, possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence. Okay, ooh, is this an Aquarius? Anyways, so the Five of Swords is actually telling you that, you know, okay, it's one of two things, and you're really gonna have to figure this out on yourself. The Five of Swords is either telling you to not back down, to go into survival mode, and actually just to like keep fighting, right? Or the Five of Swords sometimes is gonna be asking you, you know, is this worth it? Is this anger worth it? Is this fighting, this battle that seems like, is there really even a point? Why did I even start fighting in the first place? Like, is it actually worth it? Is this situation worth it, right? Is it just easier maybe just to move on or separate yourself from the situation? Or maybe to give up the battle so that you win the war, all right? That's what the Five of Swords is telling you. In August, I don't see any major astrological activity. But what I do see with the cards, we have got the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So this is most likely you, possibly another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. This is a mentorship. So you might be signing up for a class, you might be taking lessons, you might be have a really great boss that's mentoring you, or just someone that's really helping you out. You also might be doing that for someone else, okay? So yeah, this is definitely like mentorship, student-teacher relationship. It's really positive, and it is something that will eventually lead to money. So this might be related to work or just information that will help you with investing, buying house, things like that, okay? Yeah, but this is how you're feeling under the surface, right? Nine of Swords, not fun. You are, okay, yes, it is great that you are able to, you know, focus on learning, to have a better career and better finances, right? But you are still feeling that pain underneath the surface, okay? And it's, you know, we had a lot of Swords in July, right? So it's the pain of whatever happened in July with this other person, or maybe another situation, but most likely a person. But it's not all for no reason, right? Your advice card is the Ace of Swords. Again, possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence. The Ace of Swords is telling you that like this is to just, yes, this is gonna cause stress, mental anguish, all right? But you will become clear-headed. You will have a new perspective. You will have this new strength, power, and courage, and this new attitude of like, I'm not putting up with this bullshit. And you know, if someone's trying to sugarcoat shit, you are just gonna say it how it is, right? And if people are being rude to you or being unjust to you, you're gonna cut them down to size, okay? This is really, really positive. really, really new way of looking at things, a new perspective, and definitely a clear head, okay? So that's really, really good what you're learning in August, okay? In September on the 9th, Mars goes retrograde in Aries, so you might be a little bit not wanting to work out so much, and you need to work out. Also, what's happening in September? Okay, no, that's the major astrological activity for September. What I see happening with the cards is, on the surface, we have got the Six of Wands, all right? Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, okay? It is either you or it's someone else in your life that's having a super positive effect when it comes to being successful. I think for most of you, it's you, right? So just being successful, you know, having lots of goals, knowing what you want to accomplish. This also might be related to an idea that you came up with in May, right? When we had the Ace of Wands. It might be really beginning to come to fruition. If this is with, you know, your main goals and what you want to accomplish in life, whatever it has to do in your life, right? You are being successful, you are being accomplished, and you're quite proud, and it's other people are noticing it as well, like in a really positive way. They're like, wow, this is the type of person that when they want to get something done, they get it done, and they do a great job of it, okay? So that's, you know, the energy that you're giving off for September. And beneath the surface, we have got the Six of Swords, science, again, possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence. This clear head that you're really getting in August, okay, is allowing you to really think more logically and rationally, to be nice and calm. There's less mental stress. There's making sense of things that used to be chaotic. It's like the calm within the storm. And yeah, just rational, logical, step by step. And it's actually this clear head and this clear perspective that's allowing you to be really successful. Oh yeah, 6 and 6. So yeah, it's totally lined up. This new attitude is allowing you to be super successful. And this is your advice for September. We have got the 9 of Pentacles. This is most likely you. Could be another Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo influence. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles is telling you to treat yourself. Buy that dress that you want. Buy those shoes that you want. Treat yourself to like a little holiday, or just something, whatever it is that makes you feel like you're living the good life, you know, the life of luxury, okay? You really do want to be able to not just have money for the sake of having money. You need to treat yourself a little bit, okay? It could be getting a property that you really like, okay? I'm not saying to go all out, but I'm saying to treat yourself for September. Okay, this is where it really gets good, and I'm so glad about that because, you know, I see like it's been a little bit rough for you. So in October, Mars is still retrograde in Aries. Please make sure you're exercising. And on the 31st of October, there is a blue moon in Taurus. There might be some difficult conversations, confronting issues, but it looks like you're gonna just deal with this head on. This is amazing. We have got on the surface the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And this is destiny. This is something that is predetermined. This is karmic influence, and based on the surrounding cards, which I'll show you in a moment, it's really, really positive, okay? So things are going to take a turn for the better because we have got adjustment, okay? Adjustment might be a Libra influence, also known as justice in other decks, okay? Things that maybe didn't seem fair, didn't seem ethical or morally correct are going to be turned positively in your favor. This might also have something to do with legal issues as well, contracts, okay? Things are going to turn out better for you in your favor, and you know that totally makes sense. You've got the sun as one of your main themes, so it's like really going for that positive outlook. And this is your advice card. We have got the Emperor, and look at this. It is actually the Emperor that holds the Wheel of Fortune, because back in the day, people used to think that, you know, an emperor or a king was a divine leader, you know, that was like part man and part God, okay? So it's also that connection between man and the divine. So the Emperor might be an Aries influence, okay? So the Emperor is telling you to be strong, to be powerful, to be assertive, to be that leader that you absolutely are, to have respect for the law, and also to make decisions based on your wisdom from experience, okay? And things will definitely turn for the better in your favor. They will be fair, they will be just. So October is looking really, really awesome for you. In November, on the 30th, there is a moon eclipse in Gemini. Good idea to deal with debts if you have any, budget, invest, maybe some spiritual cleansing. I totally see that in a sense for you. And that is the main activity I see for you in November. Oh, and the Mars retrograde in Aries ends on the 14th of November, so you will probably be feeling more energy. I totally see that for you as well in the cards, because on the surface, we have got the Three of Pentacles. All right, this is definitely you, at least for 99.9% of you. Could be another Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? This is someone who has amazing skill, amazing talent, really shows it off at work. You know, you were seeing a lot of success in September as well. And yeah, so you are just like literally performing at your peak best when it comes to a skill, trade, or it could be like purchasing property, or just whatever it is that you do at work, whatever talent it is that you have, you're totally showing it off. And it is mainly because you have this new invigorating energy. This is what's happening beneath the surface, the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, and the Emperor can also be an Aries. So it's totally this energy from October that's helping you just absolutely be on fire, literally on fire at work, okay? Or whatever skill or trade it is that you do. That's amazing. And your advice is the Empress. Okay, so this is the female complement to the Emperor that you had before. And remember, the Emperor had fate in his hands. Okay, so it's mainly a lot of your influence that actually had this twist of fate in your favor, okay? So the Empress is telling you to, you know, just continue to be that powerful, amazing person, to enjoy the good things in life, pleasure, and to, you know, you can also be strong and powerful without having to run around everywhere like a chicken with your head cut off. You can also relax a little bit too, which we definitely saw that kind of for advice in September. All right, and okay, this is really interesting. This is really cool, actually. So for December, first off, I'll say what's happening astrologically. On the 17th of December, Saturn goes back in Aquarius. You're really going to want to start thinking about your future again, where you want to see yourself, short-term, long-term, okay? And also on the 19th of December, Jupiter is in Aquarius, so you will have great financial opportunities, and I absolutely see that for you in the cards as well. And last but definitely not least, we have on the 14th of September a total solar eclipse in Sagittarius, so you might want to focus a little bit on your relationships, and also maybe some big plans, but also, and maybe some travel. But there might be some things in your life that are turned upside down, and I see that potentially in a way. Okay, so on the surface, in December, we have got the Ace of Wands. Okay, this is an amazing opportunity, also possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. And remember, in November, we also had the Ace of Wands. So this energy that you felt beneath the surface in November is absolutely coming to fruition in December. You have an amazing opportunity, extremely good luck, positive omen. Literally in October, your fortune just changed really for the better, okay? You've got this new amazing energy, and I really feel like that this amazing opportunity, this amazing energy, this inspiration, this hope, this good fortune, this really positive omen is really going to help cleanse out what is still beneath the surface. We've got the Seven of Cups. I'm not sure what happened with this person in January and February, okay? Potentially in June and July, right? But there's a little bit of spiritual, emotional cleansing that needs to be just completely wiped out so that you can actually get to this good life, so that you can have this new start, okay? But you might still feel a little bit down on the surface in a different aspect of your life, in the emotional aspect of your life, even though spiritually things are going really, really, really well. But you might still be reeling from a previous betrayal and disappointment in love. But you will get there. You will get to the good life that you really want, okay? That we all desire, and all of this is to help get you there, okay? And your main advice card for December is, we have got the Queen of Pentacles. This is you. Also, remember in March we had the King of Pentacles, okay? And also in April we had the Queen of Pentacles. So you're getting back to your powerful, amazing, strong, feminine energy, okay? This is someone who loves to have that stable home life, that has a really good job, really good with money, generous but not frivolous, someone who's absolutely reliable and dependable. That is totally you. And just to really get in touch with that energy for December, okay? I think that's what's really going to clear out that negative emotional energy so that you can absolutely embrace this new start in December, right? Oh, and on the 21st of December, there's also the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. So enormous shifts in power and fortune, potential explosive change for good or bad. I genuinely feel like that's why this is coming up, so you can clean it away, okay? And just be the amazing person that you are. Just remember that, yes, you might be taking a few risks this year. Maybe they're not for the best decision. Maybe it's a little bit superficial. I don't know. Remember, things need to be emotionally, spiritual, fulfilling, not just materially fulfilling. But you just need to remember, you will get the good life. You deserve the good life. You will have the good life, okay? I hope that was helpful. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Comment below. Did you enjoy the reading? What did you think of it? And if you would like a personal reading, you're more than welcome to email me at contact@sinceretarot.co.uk. And I'll also have a few videos linked to the end of this. I do monthly videos, mid-monthly check-ins, and weekly pick-a-cards, okay? And you have a beautiful year. Love you. See you later.